Hello and welcome to our parent information video on Developmental Services Ontario, or DSO. And all the information that is in this presentation was taken from the DSO website, dsontario.ca. So you can find more information on that website, as well as they have some videos and other things. Okay, so what is Developmental Services Ontario, or DSO? This is the organization that is responsible for government-funded, so the government is paying, adult services for individuals with developmental disabilities. So all the students in our independent living program at West Humber could be receiving DSO services. They are there, so DSO is there to connect you to adult services, to provide funding or money for activities and programs, and to find information for you in your community. When should you apply to DSO? The magic number is 16. You should apply to DSO when your child turns 16. You can apply anytime after your child is 16. However, there can be long wait lists for funded programs, so it could be 5 or more years. So that's why we recommend you apply right when your child turns 16, so that 5 years later, when they're graduating, when they're 21, they will hopefully be able to access services. So what do you need to apply to DSO? You'll need a psychological assessment. If you had one done through the school board, then we will have a copy at school, as well as a copy of the IEP, which is another thing that we have a copy of at school, and then a copy of your child's health card to prove they live in Ontario. Your child's teacher can help you apply for DSO. There are 2 forms that you just need to fill out that say we can share the information from the school with DSO, and then we can photocopy the IEP and psychological assessment that we have at the school, and you would just need to provide the health card, and then we can fax over the application. It can sometimes be a bit faster than you having to do it yourself. So please contact your child's teacher if you need to apply. What happens after you apply? So after you apply, a representative from DSO will set up 2 meetings with you and your family to do 2 different assessments. This meeting is to determine the level of support your child will need, and therefore the amount of money they will provide you with. So they will be asking you questions. One assessment is to find out sort of what are the future plans, what does your child like to do, what would they like to be doing as an adult, what are they good at, that type of thing. And then the other one is the level of support. So can they use the washroom by themselves? Are they able to change by themselves? Are they able to cook for themselves? Those types of questions. And it can take up to 3 hours for each of these assessments meetings to be done. And it can be up to 2 years after you apply for these meetings to actually occur. There is a long wait list in Toronto. So after the assessment, the DSO worker calls, lets you know the amount of funding your child will receive. Great. Now what? So here are some of the things you might be eligible to access. Specialized supports, the passport program, housing supports, community participation supports, caregiver respite supports, and government finance supports. And we're going to go into each of these in a bit more detail. So specialized supports. So this could be case management services, someone who coordinates services for your child. So they set up things in the community for your child to go to. Could be person-directed planning, so helping you make a plan for your child's future. Where are they going to be living? Who are they going to be living with? What are they going to be doing? These are all things that are involved in person-directed planning. And behavioral services, so they might be able to provide you with strategies and supports with dealing with your child's behavioral needs. So that is some of the different types of specialized supports that DSO can provide you with. The big one is the passport program. So this is a reimbursement program, which means you pay first, and then you have to submit the receipts, and they will pay you back. There are some organizations that are set up where they just pay the agency and you don't deal with it, but it kind of depends what you're doing. So DSO provides you with money for your child to attend programs. So you can use the money for taking part in community classes or recreational programs. So, an art class or a fitness class, something like that. Developing work, volunteer, and daily life skills, hiring a support worker, or getting temporary respite. So it could be hiring a babysitter, hiring a family member to watch your child, as long as it's not the primary caregiver, so the parent or whoever is the primary caregiver, then you can pay other people to give you a break. Okay, the next category of support that DSO provides is housing supports. And there are 3 different types. So the first one is a group home. So this is living with other people who might have intellectual disability. And the support can be up to 24 hours per day. So it kind of depends on the needs of the people there. Some of them would be fully supported 24 hours a day, and they accommodate you based on your needs and abilities. The next one is supported independent living. So living more independently, but someone coming to help you with some daily activities. So maybe 2 to 10 hours of support during the day every week, helping with laundry or helping with grocery shopping or budgeting, whatever it might be. You must be able to be alone overnight and do things like shower or brush your teeth without help to be getting supported independent living support. And then the last category is a host family home or associate living support. So you might live with a family who can provide you with care and supports. You're encouraged to become an active member of the household, and you are matched with a family that has similar interests, needs, and lifestyle. Okay, community participation supports. DSO can help you with accessing recreation. So, again, something like a soccer team, an art class, a music class, with volunteering in the community, with life skills, so a cooking class maybe, or employment opportunities if that is appropriate for your child. Um, so, they can provide you with connections to organizations in the community that would be able to support your child in participating in different ways, whether it's volunteering or being a part of a class, something like that. Caregiver respite support. So this gives you, the primary caregiver, so the parent, in a lot of our cases, a temporary break from your daily routine by providing you with care in different ways. So some caregivers use the passport funding to choose and pay for their own respite support, while others choose to use a respite program. So it could be, you're paying for a babysitter or a caregiver of some kind to provide you with a break, or you use a respite program where you drop your child off, they stay for a short period of time, either in home or outside of the home, and this could be during the day, the evening, or the weekend. And then the last type of support DSO provides is government financial support. The 2 types of financial support government provides is Ontario Disability Support Program. So this is something your child will get when they turn 18. It's financial assistance to pay for essential living expenses like rent and food. Also provides you with health benefits, including prescription drugs and vision care. And if it's appropriate, will help you find and keep a job. But we know that not all of our students are going to be able to have a job. And so that is not a necessary part of it. And then our registered disability savings plan can help your child have some savings for the future. If you have a low or modest family income, so not a ton of money, the government can make contributions, but regardless of whether or not you contribute to your plan. So this is talking about your child, whether or not your child puts money into their own RDSP. Doesn't matter. The government can provide money on their behalf. So they offer up to $20,000 in bonds and $70,000 in grants to eligible individuals. So important to open an RDSP as well. Okay, and that is a quick snapshot of DSO, and here is some contact information. So their phone number, the office is downtown for Toronto in Surrey Place, 2 Surrey Place is the address. The office is open Monday to Friday, 8:30 to 5, although with COVID right now, I don't think you can actually go to the office. And then this is the Ontario website, and this is the Toronto website. So this is the Ontario one, again, providing you information, find your area DSO resources, and how to access services. So I welcome you to check out the website if you would like more information. Okay, great. Hope that was helpful. And please contact your child's teacher if A, you need to apply to DSO, and B, if you'd like more information. Thanks.